Dude, how is this not even... How does this not even do this correctly? Okay, cool. Alright. So, let's get into it real quick. Because I'm kind of curious how these guys got smashed so hard. So... Mbessa, Nocturne, Annie, Corki, Nami, Yunara, Lulu. Azir, Skarner. I mean, that's it's definitely a pretty... It's kind of a whatever mid-jungle. But Rumble's perfectly fine into Mbessa. I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, like, my biggest issue here is I'd rather see this guy on, like, Bard or anything that's not an enchanter per se, because I do not trust Leon's, like, at all. So they send their mid laner into bot. This does occur from time to time, especially if you just want to gain control, so it's literally nothing. That's great for them. Griffin instantly contests level 1, because I mean he is a much stronger level 1 champion. And this is what Inspire did. So basically, he's just doing what Inspire did. Which, it's a very sound strategy. I mean, Azir can't necessarily just, like, run in and help either, or else his lane's gonna suck, so... Yeah, he kind of shit on Griffin with the level 1 plan. That is really, really rough. And Skarner's slow, too, especially early on. Skarner's slow to clear, so... He's gonna be, like... Wow, they are getting mauled in bot too. Well, this is definitely not a great start. I mean, like, he doesn't have priority on mid, he doesn't have priority on bot. He's praying he can sneak the crab, and hopefully Griffin doesn't show up. Which, to be honest, Griffin could skip this per se, if he really just wants to focus on upkeeping all the camps. And it seems like that's what he's gonna do. And it does align him right back into this next Raptors contest, if he gets there in time. And if he steals this one, it's like... Oh my god, I think he got it, right? Yeah, he got it. Oh lord! Oh man, this game's gonna be so shit for Kryra. Wow. This is gonna be really bad. Oh no. This makes a lot of sense on why it looks like Griffin just like why Kryra's scoreline looks so horrific. Because he's playing a champion, it's just if this champion's in this position, it's I don't know what you do. I really don't know what you do. I mean, he's obviously he's already level 6, right? He can like either go for the enemy crab, like the bot crab, or he can go for the raptors. And so he's prioritizing the raptors. He's level 6 over this guy. This guy's level 4, not even remotely a contest, and he got it. He literally outsmited him again. And Quad used Tibbers to kind of like keep control of mid, which is very common. Kryra's like, okay, you know, if you're gonna go into bot crab, then I'm gonna go ahead and just like just take away your Gromp, which the best thing you could possibly do. I mean, he's in like the worst position he can be in. Dude! Oh my god, it's so funny. Because like in many ways, you could say that him doing the drag is not half bad, because like it does give him like it lets you build the drags now, right? On the other hand, yeah, if he can time this well, like, he didn't have a war to know that Skarner was, like, gonna eat his Gromp. It's kind of like a prediction and assumption. Maybe he's assuming the Skarner's doing the Krugs, because obviously the Skarner could have just taken the red and it would have been gone already, right? Like, he could have done his Krugs and the red, and this is probably, like, not a play. And then if that's the case, it's kind of like you missed out on doing the drag. You lost your Gromp. Well, okay, you wouldn't lose your Gromp, right? The Gromp would be up, right? So scratch that. But these camps would be gone, so he'd just be up here, and then he'd basically be like playing into this guy. Like that'd be like the return play for not doing drag, which it's like fine, right? But yeah, for sure, it's a little lucky on the guess that it works out that way. But if he did predict it, like imagine that Crowder would take his Gromp and spend that time doing it. Like bravo, like that's a hell of a play. Hell of a play. Like now this guy's lost 3 Raptors and a red. Like, oh shit. It might have been worth for him too to pink the grubbies just to see if he's gonna do it. Because if he does do the grubs, like yeah, like Griffin could just fight him off very easily. The bot lane is going like fine, I guess. It's really not as bad as I thought it would be for DSG. Like Sajay gets a little like sidestep, misses, like skips out some damage. Obviously he missed his W, which probably would have been pretty rough for Cryo in that situation, but Cryo just hit level 6. Gets his first play. Wow. Wow. Really? So can Leones be here fast, like sooner? I mean, at this point, this guy's committing anyways at this point, right? So okay, for one, if Lulu wants to, he could like flash Q. I don't know. No, he wouldn't fucking flash Q. He would just fucking die, right? But these guys would be committed versus playing to survive, which, I mean, I don't really know that's worth it. But yeah, so his E gets canceled, gets the bubble. He really doesn't need the R yet, to be honest. He could just walk. So really all it is just he just needs to walk. Oh man, that's so rough. Like not only are you the player who's behind, but then you miss. Like you miss execute the one play you have, the one opportunity. Meanwhile, this guy got to eat all the grubs, got to eat the crab. I mean, like, and what, they're playing for a flip on mid? I guess he literally has nothing, right? I mean, I guess he literally has nothing, so they burn his flash, which means they have to play on the next round, whenever that is, with a 0 shuffle to try to get a play there. But of course, if Nocturne is thinking about it and just stays around the area and he ever counter ganks it, it's GG. Like, not even... It would be extremely bad. Like, oh my god. I think there's no way I could have guessed this would have happened. Because I picked Kryra for my matchup for LCS Fantasy. There's just no way I could have seen that Griffin would just have a matchup in which he level 1 invades, does the Inspire and invade, and overtakes like a madman, and Kryra just so happens to be on really a champion you should just never pick in the first game? Like, generally, Skarner's not, like, OP, right? Like, I mean, Skarner is just a fine pick for when it's, like, required. But I assume there was plenty of options open, 80 options open, so you could just play the game normally. Yeah. And then they go for the shuffle play. But like I said, remember, like, all Griffin has to do is stay in the area. And he misses anyways, so he misses the play. And yeah, I mean, luckily the Lulu's there, I guess, but like, I mean, he still dies. And the guy's red is up, so Griffin's gonna contest the red, which means that Skarner wants to try to contest the Raptors, maybe, but also there's so much vision that they all see him doing it, so he can't just walk in. So he just loses the red on top of the mid gank being countered, which again, like, the play is pretty damn obvious. Like, it would probably have been smart. It actually probably would have been smarter to bait it and go for something around, like, topside or whatever the case is. Something that Griffin's not expecting. Like, even if he gets the shuffle on Annie, like, at best, it's a 1-for-1. At best. 50 CS lead, dude. A 50 CS lead. That's disgusting. And then Quad gets a sneak play on this. And it's pretty good, because if you look at the map state, so he just finished out the bot wave, right? Yunara's like conditions are not perfect, so like good chance, you know, she opts to take a base. So base for base, right? He actually full wave skips, actually. That's kind of surprising. But Corky does shift up versus taking his base. I assume he needs money for try still. So they did all that just to get this, assuming that Sajed would match base, which typically the AD would. I said they don't get punished on the bot wave. Which that in itself, that part is like good, like pretty cool to see. I'll say that. Because they were not breaking through the Rumble yet. All the attention has been built on growing jungle lead versus like growing laner lead. Which, to be honest, if the jungle's gonna be up 60 CS, I mean, by all means, that's pretty. I'm super down for that. Meanwhile, you see these guys, they go through the Zero lane. Keep in mind, they lose like any 2v2 or whatever the case is, so they're shifting down, but they don't even have priority. And they're just also like semi-low conditions, and they just, I mean, they just get one shot. And then Castle's TPing, but it's like, why? I mean, like, if them, like, the Mbessa matches you, you're definitely even more screwed. That's for sure. Like, you don't want to take 5v5s. No way. So now they just got deleted for trying to spring onto them like that. Wow. Okay, I don't think this is going to happen again to DSG, per se. I highly doubt Cryo will let himself just get over, unless this happens in the second game. I mean, that could have happened. I mean, I don't know. I didn't watch these. I don't even know what champions they played. Fuck my Cryo stonks. Oh, no. Yeah, this is just hard, especially because not like he's on Lulu, so and it's like Lulu Skarner, so like this super whatever in terms of just improving Skarner's strength. So and your Yunar is not like nearly strong enough to just like solo flex and like win. So they're kind of doomed. I mean, the game, like, I'll probably just not pause, which is usually I like pausing and talking about a lot of different things going on in the game, but this game just looks so unwinnable. It looks so unwinnable. Like, even this play here, like, Griffin is reading it. If we look at what he's doing, like, he just finished his bot camps. The Annie has no flash. She's a very obvious target. Like, they could play on mid as well. But again, the Nocturne has the ulti, which has, like, good range. And, like, he misses anyways. So this is the second time he misses his shuffle look. Call me, which obviously, I mean, you can't mess that part up. Dies. Skarner's kind of stuck here. And again, the Lulu's like not really giving any benefit to either of these like champions. She gave benefit to Zir in a way, but like for Skarner, no way. Compared to the Nami, I mean, the Nami with the Nocturne, that's rough. They're definitely strong enough that they can be sending Nocturne ultis down mid, and it's pretty GG. But the way they've been playing it is Griffin is just, like, kind of hovering, because I think he knows, I mean, obviously, like, my lord, Masu, like, it's not, he really doesn't have to do that. Like, there's really no need for him to flex on the mid wave that way. Just let him come into your setup. Like, you have the pink, you have the wards, like, let them come there, where you can see everything, and then go. So that was kind of, that's kind of funny. But the way they're playing it with the Nocturne, you know, they're making DSG make the mistakes, basically. Like, oh, I know you have to make a comeback play. Like, you need to do it. So, I'm just going to go ahead and farm. You know, I'm just going to farm and collect my neutrals. My laners are going to be pressuring all of your laners, and unless you do something, you will just steadily lose. And that's really all that's happening. Literally, that is just what's happening. And honestly, I'm okay with DSG losing in a way, just because I'd rather lose just trying shit at the very least. Even if it's like, you know, not the most optimal way of going about it, like, I want to at least try. This series is super done. Okay, this game is super done. I don't think I really need to see more. If one more fight happens and they win it, then I'll move on. I mean, this is definitely over. What the hell am I saying? Let's go to the next one, man. Like, I've seen enough. Let's go on to the next one. Wow, that was so bad. Like, damn, that was actually such a rough game. Oh. There we go. Okay. So what do we have? We have a York into Jace. So they have a counter matchup for Gakos. This one being a little bit more in his advantage. They have Nefuri with Rise Jace into a Pantheon point click that he can dodge. It's like okay. I will say I feel like some of these picks they're doing are a little, might be a little too cute, especially so early on in the drafts. I feel like they're a little too cute. And Nivea Ezreal. Isn't that like kind of whatever into Bard? Can't Bard just like portal out of Anivia's wall? I don't even know if the Anivia value is actually that good for a support angle here. It's like a lot on Call Me. And they have to make sure top goes well, for sure. And that has been a little bit of a case for Castle. I mean, like, Castle, like, is their most, like, besides Kryra in a way, he is their most consistent player. And the last game was definitely not his fault, that's for sure. Nope. They're gonna path the bot lane. The Bard is semi-out-trading the Nivea. Don't think that should be the case, but sure. Bard's gonna cheat a wave. Or cheat a base. I like it. I mean, he used both pots, so... Oh god, unless this guy dies, though. Really? He really dies that way. What the fuck? Why is Masu even in that position? Oh, dude, he's trying to fake it so hard. Oh my god. Oh my god, Masu, why? Man, he really thought he could just cheat it so hard, right? Like, look at this. He's literally playing into Sajed's face. And Sajed still had E. Like, holy moly. Rough. So there's an avenue for DSG to play. Caitlyn died. She's not going to lose too much CS. But, like, yeah, she's dead. Lost her sums. So we're going to play to kill her over and over again right now. The Panth hasn't... Ooh, he's dead. It's a nice gank. I mean, Griffin saw that he didn't have control of lanes. And so instead of forcing through here, especially because Caitlyn's dead, right? Base, go to the top crab, super normal, gets a ward. Sees that Castle is still, like, playing into the next wave. And can Castle live this? I mean, if Pantheon W's, he's gonna E the Panth. he might be able to live it, to be honest. Especially looking at Gakos' position. I wonder if he just did not have to die here. Maybe. He might be able to live that. Either way, he's dead. Didn't lose his sums. Didn't lose his sums. We're just auto-clearing into bot side again. Pantheon, like, even though he did do that gank top, so he is going to be behind on the clear. Oh, but they kind of just so happen to just lose all their HP. Oh. What? But, like, huh? What? I'm kind of confused why he goes for this. Is this actually good to go for this? Caitlyn still has E. There's a billion minions in front, so it's not like Ezreal can even get, like, most of his damage down. And you're tanking the whole wave. So, I don't really see the major benefit of going on this. I mean, like, he also could just throw the Q and not even W, fish with the E, and then back up as Anivia, and that's probably fine. I mean, Ezreal can also fish for damage on Cryo. Also perfectly fine, but he E's in. Yeah, that was kind of weird. They didn't have to play it that hard. Because now in the Fury actually has nothing to play for on bot side. Which, I mean, yes, Caitlyn could try to, like, chuck a base, I guess. Because it's canon, right? Yeah, so Caitlyn could have maybe tried to chuck a base. At the same time, it looks like they might be able to freeze it, which in that case, they're playing on bot side again. For the next wave, the crash, in which the Fury's involved, and maybe they can kill him. The bot lane kind of just tossed that out of here. Sejed and Leon's. So the only thing Cryer can do is look mid. And so he gets mid's flash. Okay, I'm gonna go do my Gromp, get my treats to 20. And then they're gonna play for the crab. The wave was still semi-frozen, but they weren't able to correct the wave before Caitlyn got there. So they actually don't have bot priority despite having mid priority, and I don't know if they're gonna be able to take the crab. Nope. Oh, it is gonna be a fight though. The Bard's getting some hella good damage down. I'll tell you that much. So I think all Griffin has to do here, he has to, for one, he needs to save his W. Don't W the crab. Like, it's a pretty important CD to not waste. They kind of know it's going to be a turn. So he should just be pushing the crab down, which he is doing. And when these guys show, I mean, they have to kind of one-shot. It's a little awkward because obviously, like, Ryze is going to walk down. So it is risky. It definitely has some risk to it. I wonder if that's actually even worth trying to contest. I mean, to be honest, maybe if they play for the try, maybe they could make it work. And Bard never, like, contests the way he does right here, because Bard would be at full HP controlling the dude. Actually, yeah, probably. It'd actually be a lot better if Cryo just stayed here. I think that's the main fix. If he stays here, one, he'll see Cryo moving. Two, he can do damage to Cryo. Caitlyn can definitely manage this on herself. If Anivia walks, he can do something. But most importantly, it's just having, like, because they don't have wards, is being here, he can see everything. And if he can see everything, then Pantheon can move this way. But if they don't have this brush and Pantheon moves past them, it makes things kind of awkward, right? Like, that's why it feels weird. So, Griffin and the boys kind of have to contest the tri-brush now. And then most likely they're going to get stalled and have to back away. So yeah, I think Cryo has to change what he did to even make this like doable. Yeah. Their bot lane gets zoned. But they didn't get really any plates for the play. It's pretty hefty trading. I mean, he ate both, so already the trade is like not the greatest. But they did get Masu Flash. Oh, Masu's... Yeah, they did get Masu's Flash. But Panther is 6. Everyone's on reset. He needs to base and buy Griffin. Like, pretty sure he has a bunch of gold. But it looks like he's eyeing to dive top. Oh no, he's just gonna go for the grubs because it has a crab spawn with it. Meanwhile, this guy just cleared down and he ignored the grubs. But this guy went for it because the crab is spawning with it. So he's pushing his own lead forward. And they're having Bard kind of be a human ward in a little bit while having high survivability to avoid some situations. And they get the dive on top. Damn. I mean, unless they die bot. Oh my god. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Holy shit. That's so rough. Oh my god. Because Griffin is fully giving his bot, right? His Caitlyn has no flash. Obviously, like, they could be prone to just getting dove. Like, the Neferi could go through mid even because, like, Griffin is paying no attention to mid. Obviously, he has ulti, so, like, you know, there's that too. But Rice could also be leaning into bot versus top, which is probably more beneficial in a way. Especially if, like, the Neferi is playing up there, or playing down there. It's like if he gets the wave, I mean, like, yeah, they could always be fishing and looking. Same with the Neferi. But they're not really bothered until this moment. But, like, the problem with Neferi is, like, the champion is very telegraphed. You know, it really is. Like, there's the only downside with Neferi, it's just like with Vi, right? Like, if Vi did the same play, she gets screwed just as much. So he goes in. Yeah, that sucks. He's probably spamming W. Oh, by the way, I didn't cast my Q right away. Oh, fuck. And now, so your top dies. You lost grubs. You took a drag, I guess. But you got outplayed. You got outplayed big time. And I have to say that the DSG bot lane is doing pretty well. You know, for how this game is going, you know. I'll give props to them for how they're acting on lane. Because I do not have a lot of faith in that bot lane. Especially against the bot lane as typically won against a lot of different stronger bot lanes in the LCS. But here now, finally, if you look how this is going, I mean, like, the Bard going for base. Griffin has item. You know, can they be here sooner? I mean, Griffin already has his item. He could, low key. I mean, they don't know if, like, Neferi is gonna go into bot or top, but if this guy is gonna TP on mid, and the Ezreal is kind of low mana, and you know that he's gonna base, ooh, that would be the only downside, wouldn't it? Maybe it is good for him to do the Krugs. Because I was thinking, like, oh, well, if the duel's on base, and it could just be Neferi there, like, you win the fight, for sure. Like, even your Hui can move. At the same time, the duel could deploy straight into the blue if they spot you, if that's the situation, and you wouldn't really be ready yet, which maybe it's not what they really want to aim for, so they go when everyone's set. And then this guy just walks in and dies. Which, Pyro, what the hell happened to you, bro? What are you doing? That one's pretty egregious, actually. Nice dive. No, they can't get him. But, like, really nice dive. And they've helped top lane twice. Jungles have helped top lane twice, despite being in the counter matchup where, you know, he should be able to do a little bit more on his own, but he's kind of failing. But he's getting there, right? So your York is steadily getting there to becoming, like, a monster. Your bot lane is, like, that it lost, is kind of, like, rebounded back in. Your jungle is ahead yet again. This guy's up 3 plates on Rise, which, I mean, that's amazing. I'll probably say all in all, these have been some pretty solid... These have been some pretty solid early games for them. Yeah, they're doing good, man. Shit. They're doing good. Like, obviously, this is like a timer that feels a little, like, iffy. Yeah, Quad probably shouldn't be in these positions. But since we're getting some decent trades on top, like Pantheon has free time, they just showed mid. It's a free play on top. Griffin takes it. They kill the Jace. Cool. Bot lane completely, like, untouched in this sense. Like, yeah, we had to trade, I guess, Quad's flash to draw attention there, but, like, I mean, pretty good for, like, how, like, things turned out on top for the York to get another play. So 3 plays for York. Jace has gotten 0 plays. They dove bot once. Obviously, there was the play where DSG, like, on round 2 kind of inted themselves. So Jed inted himself, and they lost their ability to play on a power situation to kind of checkmate Caitlyn Bard. And then there's been pretty much no plays on mid. So the way it has just been untouched as well. So what do they want to do? Because the Rise is catching the wave top, and it's like a deep push, right? Like, it's like all the way out here. So he's got, what, 2 more waves to deal with? And so the way he could just move this way. So if we're going to enter now, no TP. Ulti's coming up soon. I mean, you can test initially, but if you go too deep, like, there's really nothing here. And it, like, Cryo's obviously just kind of, like, messing with them. And yeah, they kind of just played into it for no reason. I have no idea why they played into it. DSG. That makes no sense. For how the map state looked, why? Like, in the end, the Rise does get the solo eat. He gets a turret, he gets some farm. But it's not really good at the cost of losing more control. Nivea loses her egg, she lost flash. The Fury, no flash. Oh no, man. This is looking rough. I mean, now they're kind of trading out on top side. Like, they defended mid, they go into top side, rip the blue apart. Okay. I mean, if you look at this, I mean, like, some of this is kind of weird, because, like, you take the blue off them, right? But also, if you notice, Castle Castle was going towards top, so it's like they were trying to do a sneak play, but the York, look at where the York is. The York is actually slightly ahead of the Rise even. So obviously he's going to play in this next one, and they know they have vision in this area, but you never retake it, because your Neferi is going this way, right? So your Neferi is trading away and playing in fog versus playing into their zone, right? Playing into new zone versus playing in the O zone. The O zone. The new zone. But at the same time, like, you do need to defend this. Like, York will rip the tower off. Like, you have to do something about that. Like, you can't go into this because they will defend it. They could easily defend it with Wei. Like, Wei and Pantheon ulti is more than enough. So they're not, like, the Jace is starting to react. Well, it looked like he was going to react, but he's reacted, like, he went through mid one time, and now the bird needs to go help with clearing vision, but it's kind of odd, because why did the Nivea opt to go for deep vision versus going and, like, clearing any wards in here? Because they have the pinks? They have, like, this pink and this ward here, so they think it's, like, fine, they don't have to do anything about here? Because personally, I feel like this vision doesn't matter. Like, you're not doing a seesaw play into this other side to use that vision at all. So we got the blue. And then the duo decides to extend out and contest this way, despite Jace kind of flipping himself, pushing this out on his own. Because obviously the Pantheon could just be, like, ulting anywhere from this positioning. So I feel like the York should have also probably tested hitting this turret. He could have. I mean, he definitely could have sold his... I assume he could have sold his refillable at some point for a pink. He has a pink here. But he pinks so early. Yeah, he pinks really early. And he blue trinkets that, but I feel like that blue trinket is, like, kind of whatever, because if Pantheon was going to walk in, which he should, like, the Pantheon should have walked into the bot try at this point, in my opinion, to help clear that out. I think he could have saved it for at least a little better positioning, but, I mean, I would have tested it, probably, like, to hit the bot tier 2. And see if you could draw attention with the Pantheon at the ready with his R. But irregardless, I mean, he goes mid, so the Jace feels comfortable to push out bot. But okay, if we're getting the bot in the top wave, I mean, we can't do all 3 waves at once when Panthar's up. So naturally, the duo dies. And now finally see someone like Crow actually eating some shit, because, like, I mean, he's playing Bard, and he's taking a lot of liberty and moving for vision. Which, perhaps that led to them getting the dragon over the fly quest, which is pretty good. Wow, he still got the charge, that's so funny. But the Wei also took the top tier too, so they kind of avoided taking a poor fight due to Bard losing conditions, and they still got something out of it, which is really all that matters in the end. And honestly, the Caitlyn died, which is, like, yeah, it looks funny, but... And now these guys just kind of die. What? What even happened? It looks like they're making a play. Because the York had push. So they made a play with the York push, which so happened to miraculously kill the Jace, which I'm not sure how the Jace really dies there. Which in turn led to 2 other people dying. How? What? How'd they die? I guess we won't find out. I mean, I could honestly rip open the Raffle file and, like look at it myself, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't have time. It's like not the worst Nivea game by Leones. Crier definitely did not have a good time. I really feel like it's just his picks. I mean, I don't know what we're doing here. I like literally. I quite literally have no idea what they're doing. Like their comp, if they're gonna do anything like this, you're just kind of having a standoff, right? With poke. But the turret is so healthy, so you're kind of just like, I don't know what you do. And then yeah, the Nivea had no flash, so she just gets picked. The York comes out behind you, and you're like, oh no, like I forgot about this guy, so he dies. I think that's all she wrote. They smash the shit out of these guys. Yeah, I mean, this is over. Wow. Okay, I mean, so luck somehow miraculously I was able to finish this series without even having to spend a large amount of time because like I only have an hour. But I mean, I will say for sure, like Cryo, Cryo in this second game, second game. Well played, dude. Holy shit. Honestly, he probably is the MVP of this game. Probably the player of the game for me for this one. I mean, he had some really good trading going on. He had some really good skill usage, awareness. It was good. Wow, great game by him. Masu, oh, wake up, man! You gotta wake up a little bit this game. He had some pretty stupid deaths. Like literally, his only two deaths were really dumb. Quad, you know, yeah, he fell apart a bit in the CS department. Obviously, Silane, like they were starting to like do a lot of 2v1s, right? Like Cryer was hovering the Rise a lot, and that was happening in the first game too. Cryer was hovering the call me a ton, but not Castle a lot. Castle was left on his own like both games, and Griffin in the second game, obviously this game, you know, he made what? Like 4 plays onto the Jace. 4 plays or something like that onto the Jace. And so that really restricted Castle from growing his lead, which he did beat Gakos in this lane. Like if this was just left on its own, he did win. Gakos lost. It's only thanks to Griffin that Gakos even got to do stuff. But he was able to impact Castle's lane. And in the other game, it was just jungle was so like reduced to ashes, basically, that Castle once again was just playing on his own. And even though he wasn't really affected by any plays, he, you know, obviously he had to enter certain situations which just weren't really right for him. Like he wasn't able to get like any plays off as Rumble. So Griffin neutered this guy. Actually, both games you could say Griffin stopped top lane from getting any help or pushing him over. Which, yeah, he probably is. Boom, boom, boom. He's probably the series MVP, to be honest. For how it went, like he probably is the series MVP. I still want to see more from Gakos. Like, this guy just, I feel like I just don't ever see this guy doing anything in any of the games. Like, I feel like he's just there. To be honest, I feel like as a top laner, I feel like he's just there. And then Quad was pretty good. Quad to any game was actually pretty good, for sure. On the flip side, yeah, like I think these champions that they picked for Kryra, not great. Like I'd rather just see him play the strong stuff early on in the set before like really divulging into these other things. I think their bot lane did better than I thought, to be honest. That's how I felt. I felt like they did. It was not the worst, so I don't feel so bad about how they played. Again, like I said, they did miss an opportunity to really like snowball the game and bot with their jungle, and they really needed that. So missing that timer, screwing up that timer, pretty detrimental to the game. And in the first game, they really didn't really have pressure for the most part. But that was about it. Like, I mean, that was the end of it. Like their support and jungle combo just did not make any sense. And then Call Me, kind of a rough series for Call Me. I think the Zir, he missed a few opportunities for the plays, but at the same time, I think they just wouldn't work anyways. So, congrats to FlyQuest for this series. I mean, yeah, I mean, damn. DSG would want that back. Honestly, I feel like if I was DSG, I wasn't even playing the series, like, at all. Like, I was just, like, I feel like I was just not in it. In a place to do anything. After, like, 6 minutes. It feels pretty rough. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's all the time I have for the stream. I gotta get going. I got scrims and like work to do, so I'll try to get more of these in, but thanks for watching and see ya.